Let's bring in Fox Weather hurricane specialist Bryan Norcross. Good to see you, Bryan. So, look, we got a lot of different things we could talk about, and I'm sure we'll hit on it all within the next couple of hours. But hot off the press from the Hurricane Center, it's the first lemon of the year in the Atlantic.
Exactly.
It's a tiny little chance, but what are your thoughts on it?
That's what we call it. Yeah, so decent chance low pressure is going to form there, but not a high chance it's going to be a tropical system. And remember, the 10% chance when they put up 10%, what they mean is a 10% chance of a tropical depression or a subtropical depression, some kind of depression, and that's a really low bar. So it doesn't take a lot to actually meet that criteria, and there's a slight chance of a fairly low-level system happening. Here you see on the map, there's the lemon that they put out there. And what you see there is kind of a broad area of some possibility, 10% chance over the next 7 days. In actuality, the opportunity for this to happen is Thursday into Friday, it looks like, starting somewhere down here and then moving up the coast. Does development, if it happens, occur over the land, or does it occur over the water? And even if it occurs over the water, not all the water in that area is warm. So odds here of anything developing are low. What the ingredients are is a front across to Florida. This is tropical air down here. Very heavy rain in South Florida again today. North of the front, it's actually quite nice up here. The humidities are lower and it's comfortable. So we have that dividing line that is kicking off, or the line between the showers. And then we have a dip in the jet stream coming along, and that's going to trigger low pressure to form. So as we go ahead in time here, that kind of lift from the dip in the jet stream is going to push everything north. So you're going to get a break in South Florida from the sort of continuous heavy thunderstorm activity, and we have the possibility of low pressure forming. Now, where is it forming? This indicates right on the coast. Might it be inland? Yes, and then it's a 0% chance. Might it be here over the warm water of the Gulf Stream? Yes, maybe, but that's why it's a slight chance. And this is Thursday, notice. So moisture's coming in here, so heavy rain possible along the Carolina coast beginning on Thursday. And then we look at that upper level dip in the jet stream. Here it is. And what this tells you is this thing is not being powered on Thursday by the warm water of the ocean. It's being powered by the kind of cooler air coming on this side and the warm air on that side. So non-tropical to start. Then the question is there enough warm water, and does it track just offshore enough to become a depression? And that's why that slight chance. In any case, all we're talking about is a rain situation. We see next to no chance of this thing becoming anything significant. There's the moisture coming in, so expect heavy rain along the Carolina coast Thursday into Friday. Okay, here's what's going on out there. High pressure. High pressure keeps anything from developing, because remember, tropics is low pressure. And notice this flow, it comes around all the way into the Gulf. That front that's causing the rain in South Florida is kind of denting it temporarily, but the high pressure is coming back, and that's going to keep anything from happening. On the south side of the high, it's pulling dust from Africa. So it's this big dust plume. Look at it. It's in the Caribbean here, really thick right now. Watch as we go forward in time up here. We're going to go here on through this week and into next week. Notice Florida gets the dust. Along the Gulf Coast, we get the dust, and the dust kind of dries out the atmosphere, limits the thunderstorms, and keeps the tropics under control. So nothing expected here, certainly in the next week because of that. Also, and this is kind of normal for the first time in 3 years. Last year, all this was very warm out here in June. It was the same thing in 2023. This year, it's kind of back to normal, where we're in the 70s out here. So nothing that comes off of Africa is going to have any opportunity to develop. But the Caribbean is very warm. Southern Gulf is plenty warm. So this is where we're going to watch here. Nothing probably for at least 10 days, and then we'll see after that. Jet stream is screaming across the tropics, so nothing is going to be allowed to form then. Now let's go forward in time. Here we go through the week and take a look at the Gulf, because as I said, the Gulf of the Caribbean. Notice that these are the strong winds up here and then strong winds down here, and the winds are kind of weaker in the upper atmosphere over the Gulf. So some indication that maybe there'll be a slight chance as we get closer to the middle of June. And again, this is where we're going to watch, but no definitive indication of anything developing right now. All right, quick check on the Pacific. We have this area to watch there. This disturbance here will move into that later on this week. Hurricane Center has 40% chance that it would be a depression. Could be Barbara eventually staying offshore in this superheated water out there. Water temperatures already above 90 degrees. Here you see kind of a pocket of calmer winds in the upper atmosphere up in there. So that's why it's going to have a chance to develop. El Nino or La Nina this year? Probably neither. So what controls the hurricane season, Ari, is going to be the weather pattern over the Atlantic. If we stick in this neutral El Nino, La Nina, that's not going to play a role in the hurricane season. So that puts a little more uncertainty into which way it's going to go. All right.